Well, give Louisville a lot of credit. One of the best teams in the country, and even when they didn't play their best baseball, they found a way to win the game, and that's what great teams do. I really appreciate our fan support this weekend. Had great turnouts, and really appreciate them supporting our players and our team, and obviously feel really bad about how it turned out this weekend. I apologize to our fans. I got to try to find a way to get our guys to find a way to push across another run or two. I mean, I think that's the bottom line. We threw the ball well today. Again, defensively, we played pretty good baseball. Had a great ninth inning there. Got two guys on with Chris Williams, and Chris lined out to center field. He represented the winning run at that point. Swung the bats okay early in the ball game, but the bottom line is we could only score 4 runs. Had some tough luck too, though. Had the balk called there late. That gave them a run, and then on Seth Beer's sac fly opportunity with Reed at third base, Reed just fell down. Trying to tag at third base, just fell down, and obviously when you see the throw would have been offline. He would have scored, but that's just tough luck. That's not anybody's fault. But we're one big swing away, and that's the bottom line. And that's not an excuse. I don't make excuses. I'm accountable, and I've got to do a better job of trying to find the right answer and keep coaching our guys and stay positive, because I do believe we are a good team, and I believe that we're very, very close to getting this thing turned around. But we all know when you play teams like Louisville, you got to play your best baseball, and we got to pitch and defend, and we got to hit, and we got to hit with runners on base, and we got to do all the little things. And right now, every time we have a pass ball and a runner advances, that run scores, or we don't catch a line drive, that run scores. We don't catch a pop up by the dugout, and the guy gets a hit. It just seems like right now, teams are getting some breaks against us when we make a mistake here and there, and we're not taking advantage of mistakes when we get them. So, that's the bottom line. But our guys are, they're fighting, they're competing, and I just gotta get back to the drawing board and just try to find the right answer. But again, just really appreciate our fan support this weekend, and apologize for not being able to find a way. It's definitely on us as coaches, and we just got to keep working with our guys and pushing our guys and find a way to play better baseball with 4 games left against 2 really good opponents, and then we go to the ACC tournament. But I can tell you this, if we get going in the right direction in all phases of the game, this is a team that can play with anybody, and I think we've shown that, but we've come up a little bit short, so I got to find the answer. Well, that's really going to be just dependent upon our doctors. Chris hasn't started to throw yet. He's not in a position health-wise to start throwing yet. We're hoping to see possibly by Wednesday of this upcoming week. We're going to see if he can play catch and see how he feels. So we'll know a little bit more on Wednesday just based on how he feels once he's able to try to throw.
We mentioned it yesterday, but there's no magic line of decisions you can make, no buttons that you can push. It's just going to take somebody getting a big hit to turn things around or making a play.
I think so. I mean, if I had the answer, obviously I would have come up with it. But I think at the end of the day, we got to come up with, again, somebody's got to drive a ball in the gap with a couple guys on base. I mean, that's the big thing is, we'll pick up a run here and there on a sac fly. You get bases loaded, no outs, and you score 1. You got to score 2 at least. Just things like that. We just got to find a way to throw up that crooked number, and we haven't thrown up that crooked number against really good ball clubs because it's tough to do because they can pitch and defend. But I think, if we can do that, if somebody will just run into a baseball, hit a ball in the gap with runners on base, I think it'll do a lot for us because right now, we're scoring runs, but we're scoring 4. We need to score 6. If we can score 6, 7 runs with our pitching staff, we're going to win a lot of games.
Louisville had a dog pile out in the outfield, took a celebratory photo. Does that sting? Does that hurt?
No, it doesn't sting. They deserve it. I mean, they're one of the best teams in the country, and they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate success and victory, just like we do in any other ball club. So that's college baseball. It's college athletics. It's not professional baseball. Hopefully our guys see that, and that's something that, gets under their skin a little bit, just from a standpoint of, we're competitors. We've got a good team, and, they took care of business on our home turf. But as far as, do I look down upon that? No, not at all. I'm completely fine with the team celebrating when they have the level of success that Louisville has had this year and every year. They're a great program, and they deserve it.
Monte, how do they compare Louisville right now with some of the better teams you've seen?
Well, Louisville, I would say, last year's Louisville's ball club, I thought, was probably the most talented team that I've seen in terms of player by player, just with the number of guys that they had in their lineup that were top 3 round talents and top 3 round talents on the mound. I don't know if I recall seeing a team more talented than their team last year. The thing that they have this year is they've got a team full of athletes. They've got great starting pitching, and they've got power arms out of the bullpen. Every guy they run in there out of the bullpen, pitches into low to mid-90s with power stuff. So they're very, very balanced. They've got power in the middle. They've got speed, and they can defend. Even though they struggled a little bit today, that's not normally who they are. So they're just a team again that's kind of built. They're built to beat you in a lot of different ways. They're going to bring great pitching and defense to the park. They can beat you with speed, and they can beat you with the long ball. So it makes it very difficult when you're facing a team like that. If you make some mistakes, they can hurt you in a number of ways.
Is that what the models of the program you seek to emulate?
Well, I definitely think that you're going to do that from recruiting. You've got to recruit athleticism. I think that's just the bottom line. In Louisville, when you look at what they've done, Dan has a certain prototype of players that he likes to recruit. They're going to recruit extremely athletic, fast kids as their position players, and big, tall, projectable arms that throw hard. So that kind of suits their team. It suits their ballpark. It's a turf ballpark. He's been doing that for a number of years, and it works. So if you got a middle of the order, you got 3, 4, and 5 that can really hit for some power, and all the guys around them can run and steal bases and bunt and hit and run and execute, and you got athleticism, guys that can run down balls into gaps, that can go make plays for you, then you're going to be pretty good, and that's what Louisville's done better than pretty much anybody.
Coach Pender hit another home run today. All 6 of his home runs have come in the last 3 weeks. What do you think explains the sudden surge in power from him?
I think, Chase is starting to find his swing a little bit. He's starting to find his strength in terms of where he drives the baseball, and I just think he's taking better swings overall. He's on time to the fastball a little bit better, and he's getting the head out, and he's been working on it. He's been working on trying to get the head of the bat out on good fastballs, and because that's his strength, that's the kind of hitter he is. And, it's been working for him.
Jackson went an inning today. Is he going to be able to start on Tuesday?
We'll talk to him. We'll see how he feels tomorrow, and if he feels okay, then we'll throw him. But we got to see. We just got to see how he feels after pitching today. Yep.